Avoid the elevator at all cost. I think now the only thing we can do is primarily just go upstairs. And see if we can talk to Berel. April's right there. Just double check all the doors and pathways again. That is the way in. Yes. And that's the way we came. Alright. Upstairs it is. So we have that pathway. Okay, Berel's that direction.
I've seen princes come and go. In the end, it always comes down to a struggle for power between the prince and their primogen. Hazel is strong, but will she last much longer?
I like how he doesn't seem to care. It's just business for him. Was there anything here that we could use our...
A peace agreement that put an end to a bloody revolt. Ancilla against neonates. Camarilla against anarchs.
It's so weird.
A copy of a treatise on metal transfusion.
How they rarely talk about the
gave it
Sabbat.
to Hazel when they first started working together.
Victoria.
Galeb, I was wondering when I'd run into you.
Victoria, what a surprise. I didn't know you had decided to walk among us.
I'm always where you'd least expect me. It feels like I've been away for ages. Boston has changed so much. The only thing that hasn't changed is your steadfast presence at court.
Is that a problem?
You know it's not. I'm just surprised, that's all. There's a whole world outside this city, you know?
Yeah, being a sailor.
I've had my fill of adventure. I'm not interested in that anymore.
You're so boring. The world has changed so much since you last ventured out, Galeb. Then again, it's almost reassuring to find you unchanged. Iverson is lucky she can count on your loyalty. You're a valuable resource, Galeb, especially in times like these.
I'm only doing my duty.
Ever the cheerful one.
Is the voice actor of Victoria the same actress as LA by Night? I'm not sure, hell. I've never watched LA by Night, so I couldn't tell you.
I hadn't heard you were coming to Boston.
Indeed. I wouldn't be stuck in this tower if I hadn't gotten wind of your arrangement with Hartford.
Well, isn't that a shame?
It's not been a complete waste. I met your prince, and I got to see a few old friends. I just hope it's not at the cost of my unlife.
You don't seem to be hurt. I take it you weren't at the party last night.
Heavens no. I was in your prince's personal suite. We hadn't even left yet when the Code Red was initiated.
Good timing.
Good timing indeed. When I think that the Second Inquisition's butchers were lying in wait, I'd shiver. If I could.
The voices aren't matching up to the to the lines, and or to the mouth moving, and it's really starting to bug me. Hey, Bart. LA by mid-morning. That'd be like the most interesting VTM campaign. LA by mid-morning. The entire campaign would just be vampires going, ah! And that would probably be the extent of it.
My obligations to Hazel kept me away from the court last night. Did I miss anything important?
No, nothing much. I ran into Berel. He was with your charming little protege.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, of course.
Did you hear their conversation?
That would have been very impolite of me.
Okay. We already know what Berel's doing, so...
So many elders are gone, and yet here you are. How is it possible?
Because I want to. That's all. I enjoy my existence. Why give it up?
But you must also feel that force. The insistent calling, night after night.
Yes, but unlike so many others, I have a reason to resist. Don't you?
I still have some ties that keep me here. I won't leave without having one more child.
You're sure taking your time.
I'm waiting for the prince's blessing. It shouldn't be long now. Feng will be embraced soon.
Feng! Oh yes, I see. She seems charming, spirited even. You have a knack for finding true gems. I remember your sire, Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, if I'm not mistaken.
Tavernier.
You are correct.
I didn't see him at court. I remember he was very popular back in the day.
He left with all the others.
Oh.
Yeah, you see it too, Bart? Use discipline powers. Eh.
I know the two of you were very close. His absence must have left quite the void.
The first few years were hard. I had a lot of respect for the man. His departure was like a betrayal to me. He left me alone, in charge of a city without a prince, surrounded by neonates. It was unfair.
I understand. You deserve better than that.
Not just me. The whole court fell apart when the Anceli disappeared one by one. Building it back up was an ordeal.
But you did it, and you should be proud of what you've accomplished.
Pride is for the ambitious. I'm just doing my duty.
As always.
Hold on. Can we... I don't want to restart because I'm afraid we're just going to go right back to the beginning, so...
You seem to have met Feng.
We had the chance to talk last night. She was pacing the floor while you were gone.
I told her to keep quiet.
And she did. She's a smart young woman of great consequence. You shouldn't treat her like a child.
The court is full of predators. Feng is easy prey in the eyes of many.
She's more resourceful than you think.
Not against kindred this old.
Ugh. Oh, Galeb, please. Is it her pretty face that's got you acting like a knight in shining armor?
I'm just trying to protect her.
That's what I'm saying. I've had my share of protective followers too. Men who thought they could use their power to protect my delicate nature. I've survived longer than them all.
I'm not overprotective of her, if that's what you mean.
That's not the impression you give off. I hope you're able to find a balance, or you'll both suffer.
That's enough out of you, Victoria.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Galeb.
Well, we got a dialogue reward out of that. Here. I'm going to go to the main menu real quick. We may have to zoom, but I just want to continue. We'll see if that if that fixes the problem with the voices being synced up. It's on console, so I know it could be just how it is. Hey, and we're back. Jara and Dejan. I don't know, Hell. I've never actually looked it up.
Sorry, Mr. Bazori. Miss Drory's quarters are off limits.
What's going on here?
Mr. Leto's orders. We've got to clean up.
Especially since we found out that Jara was captured by the Second Inquisition. What is this? Oh, there's an upper area. We couldn't go through here before with Emem. Alright, let's see what is going on over here.
Now she's sending you.
Run into some trouble with the prince?
That's a question to ask Hazel. She's the one who doesn't know what she wants.
You seem unusually tense. Are you sure she's the problem?
Obviously, the whole situation is a nightmare, but Hazel's not helping. She's obviously overwhelmed, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. I don't know how you still put up with her.
You owe your place in the Primogen to her.
What, you think I don't know that? I've always done my best to keep her from screwing things up.
Oh, man.
But when she reached out to Hartford...
Is there a problem with Hartford?
I told Hazel we can't trust them.
Do you have any evidence to support what you're suggesting?
She doesn't know Deneb the way I do. She wouldn't listen to my warnings.
Her plan was bold.
Risky is a better adjective. After what happened last night, I'm not sure you realize just how deep the shit we are in goes.
And I suppose you have the solution?
Maybe. Not that I'm happy about it. There's interesting stuff going on in other places. Boston's not the center of the universe.
We don't know who can be trusted. This is no time to leave. If the prince has kept you in the dark, she must have had a good reason for it. Just look at what happened.
Open your eyes, Galeb! The Boston Camarilla is crumbling before our eyes! What are the odds we survive?
Ooh. Let's be a little bit saucy here.
If you leave now, you're no better than our enemies.
You're one to talk. You know what it's like to feel called to be elsewhere.
That has nothing to do with this. Salem isn't elsewhere. You won't be any safer there.
It's just a starting point. We thaumaturgs will find a way to deal with it.
I see that you've planned for everything.
I've already lost too much time. You shouldn't waste your time either.
If you leave, Hazel will catch up with you.
What do you mean?
You know, she doesn't like people who have been disloyal, especially now.
Hazel doesn't need new enemies. She should be wary.
Be careful.
Goodbye, Galeb.
Yeah, they don't know that the Hartford Chantry had a little bit of an issue.
Reading tarot. For those who are uncertain as to what the future holds for them.
I love the different perspectives on stuff. Makes me happy. Damn, Tremere has a point. Yes, it is. Very true. Tremere usually do. Oh, lordy. Okay, we already talked to Victoria over there.
Galeb, our secret agent is back already. The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her Primogen. Even Berel is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him.
Oh. Do we want to say that we found her file? Because we did find that. We found the file in, crap. We found the file in Jason's home. but I'm not sure if that is the thing that we really need to bring up to her. That could be pretty bad. Let's not say anything. We'll keep it on the down low.
Are you still not talking?
Hi.
You could say that.
Any regrets?
Night, Bart. You have yourself a good one, friend.
I'm planning to make up for it with Feng.
Oh, so that's why you've become attached to that girl.
I'm not attached to her. She's an asset for the Camarilla, and a necessary balance to temper Beryl's wicked games.
Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time, otherwise they end up making a mess of things.
No, she's a Toreador.
You might be right. Berel didn't wait long before revealing his true nature. There's no denying that I'm at least partly to blame for the situation.
Indeed. I would have done something about it, and he would have begged me for forgiveness. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Feng?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
No, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
Yeah, that's kind of glad we didn't give her the file. John, that's who we just talked to. Let's go the other direction. Yeah, the music and everything is like slightly, even the sound effects. I wish there was a way to like resync. Here, I'm going to pause real quick and I'm going to actually just restart the game and see if that fixes it. We'll see if that works, and if it don't, it don't.
It's locked from the inside.
Hilda, we have... No. Okay. I don't have a key.
Mr. Bazori, your child is in his office.
Thank you. I feel like there were other areas we could have explored. But... Oh yeah, the upper levels. Ah well. Let's go ahead and have this tender moment.
Galeb? By all means, make yourself right at home.
He's like, Galeb?
Feng is in her rightful place on the cover of this type of magazine. There's a reason I chose her.
Sorry, we're gonna go here into your...
Berel, always ready to jump at the slightest opportunity.
Oh god, so he has like magazines with her like all over the place.
Bespoke suits, of course. Our taste for luxury.
Lord.
You? Here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
I think that fixed it.
Enough, Berel. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You know very well what she is to me, and what she'll be soon.
If the prince authorizes it,
It's only a matter of time.
I sincerely hope so. I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
I will not accept your explanation. I thought I had made myself clear about her.
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Feng still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
Wait. Ugh. Don't trust Palpatine. In the next skill defense tie. That ain't gonna work. Boo. Alright.
She is mine. She cannot decide for herself. I won't have her coming anywhere near you.
You might want to rethink your methods.
Crap.
If she didn't need to talk to me so badly, I would have refused to see her. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice. To help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world.
when it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough.
Am I mistaken?
Ooh. Might as well. This is what we're using it for. Oh, crap. It's a tie. Whoo!
You're projecting yourself onto her.
I beg your pardon?
After all this time, you still haven't gotten over it. You don't know anything about my relationship with Fang. Don't try to judge it, or worse, interfere with it.
It's possible that this sudden appearance brings back some bitter memories. And when you're confined here, it's easy to ruminate. My intentions were sincere, but I realize now how they could be misconstrued.
That is the case.
Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken.
Oh, crap.
I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment, the distance, the disdain.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake with you.
Last chance.
Mistake? What, pray tell, did you ever do to make things go awry? You dropped me in a hornet's nest and left me to dodge the stings. I've been nothing but alone from the very start. You gave up, Galeb. And did you ever once consider fixing your mistake?
That's why I'm doing things differently with
Hey,
you.
Amar.
I don't want to make the same mistake again.
Ah, such eloquence, which never ceases to surprise me. You've always wielded words with such deadly skill. But there is one small detail it seems you have forgotten. You won't be there for her much longer.
What?
Think about it. You're the oldest person in this city now. It gnaws at you like it does all the elders. You can feel it inside you, and it will grow and grow until you finally give in. How long do you think it will be before you leave too?
Good lord. I don't want to use so much intimidation right now. Let's try this.
I'd weigh your words. One might think you actually want me gone.
Far be it from me to want that.
Yet you seem so eager to replace me, even purring up to Feng. That doesn't seem like a very loyal attitude to have.
I won't let you question my loyalty.
Then do something to prove it. Then we'll talk.
Actually, if I understand you right, and I think I do, we're of the same mind. With a few minor differences.
Is that so?
We both want what's best for Feng. So then why can't I see her?
Rhetoric. You know, we've got those coins we can go ahead and use. Do we have anything else that we can use? I would really like to beat this guy once. Okay, we're not using that elder blood. We've got these coins. Here. So, despite the fact that it said we had a high success, we tied. So we've got a discipline power, increase the success rate by 50% in the next skill defense tie. We're going to go ahead and use that. Right? Can we just go ahead and... I think we can do that. Do we just activate it like that? Yes, okay, cool. Yes, indeed.
It's quite simple. Either you do what I say, or I'll take more radical measures.
Oh, that's not going to work.
There's no need for that. I'm sure we can find common ground.
You don't come near Feng again, and I won't tear you limb from limb.
I was thinking of something a little more...
It's not negotiable.
I see. I'll have
Oh,
to
it worked.
settle for that.
You'd better.
I just wanted to make sure she knew what she was doing here. I didn't think you'd react like this.
You didn't think I'd find out.
Don't turn this into a witch trial. If I've acted badly, it was with good intentions. But I've heard your message loud and clear. I'll bear it in mind.
I love
Just
democracy.
keep your distance, and everything will be fine.
I love the Republic.
Yes, you've made yourself very clear.
You know, we found his file. No.
You'd best be going.
I wasn't planning on staying. Be sure of that.
It's been a pleasure. Please excuse me if I don't see you out.
Oh, man, he is such a Sith Lord.
I hope he understood this time. He won't get another warning.
We got it, though. That's awesome. Yes, he is resisting the urge to throw Force Lightning. So basically what we got to do is we definitely need to start using these willpower items and the disciplines. Not just when they're offered in the dialogue, but to augment our abilities. There can only be two, a master and an apprentice. Oh.
Caius again. They locked it down. Too late to go see him. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
Answer the prince's summons. I hope we made the right call, guys. Okay, call the elevator. I believe that's the elevator to the prince. Was there anything else here that we needed to see? Feng, have you heard the legend of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Berel getting his claws into Feng would be disastrous. Yeah, especially with how adept she is at everything. That's just asking for trouble. Wasn't there an area... I think there was another zone we could go. I'm just trying to remember which one. Oh wait, did we go this way? Yes, we did. That's the elevator to the prince's, though. Oh, it's either way. Either way, it's the same elevator. Okay. Wait a minute. Is there... Is there another area? All paths lead to Rome? Okay, we've called the elevator. Oh, okay. The council quarters, which we were already at. Prince's office. Okay. Gotta break the news to Hazel. Before we talk to Hazel... Oh, no, we can use those in the middle of the conversation. I like this because it looks like coins.
The prince is ready to see you now.
Great.
How you doing?
Galeb.
My prince.
We were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
We still don't know who gave Lehane her orders?
No, unfortunately not. You shouldn't have let them get away, Galeb. They would have been able to tell us more. All we know is that it's someone from here.
If there's a traitor among us, I'll have their head.
One thing at a time. I'll take care of the traitor, personally. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
Now we have all these files.
What did you think about Richard Dunham's file?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. but if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Did you read Jaradrori's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this Catapotis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it.
Wasn't that like the stock that Jason was watching in his office?
I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delsin was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Chip.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Neat. No, I think Galeb probably knows why.
As I've said before, you can count on me.
Good. That's what I was hoping you'd say. When the time comes, I won't forget to reward those who've been loyal to me.
I won't let you down. What's the plan?
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
Your eyes
You
are
want me to
haunting.
disguise myself as a body to be evacuated.
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
If the Second Inquisition knows about vampires, why don't they expose the truth to the general public? Probably because even if you went ahead and revealed in this day about UFOs, that would cause a large amount of skepticism, even if you had concrete proof. You know, a person is smart, people are dumb, ignorant animals. It's like just what Jay said in Men in Black, or Kay said in Men in Black. So I think it's one of the things the Second Inquisition is more free with letting people know about vampires, but they're not going to go ahead and do it to the entire general public when that could cause just as many problems as solutions. What if they're doing some sort of delicate operation and then someone decides to cowboy through a vampire's lair? That could cause all kinds of problems in itself. They know that if they take care of it themselves, they can do a lot more damage. That's what I would assume, at least. So we're going to Trojan horse these guys with a simulated dead Galeb.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people, to avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, You'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
Okay.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
He's a believer. I hope he doesn't have true faith. That would be unpleasant.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Galeb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
Just nuke the site from orbit.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My prince.
Among Us? What do we do? Oh god. You decide to confront your child, Berel Underwood, about his inappropriate interest in Xu Feng. You convince your child to think twice before approaching Xu Feng, and a resonance bonus to Fortitude. We could have helped Caius Leto discover the secrets of one of the members of Boston's Primogen. You could have run into an old acquaintance while helping Caius Leto. You could have questioned Jason Moore's bodyguard in the court's interrogation room, which we didn't even think about because we went and talked to Berel, and I'm pretty sure it was downstairs. So, that sucks, but it is what it is. Imagine if Grunfield Bach was still alive. Hey, now I get to throw a bunch of points into Emem. 170, as a matter of fact. 25, 25. And we have our celerity up to 3, which is awesome. So, what would be the best way of, like... The one thing that I'm kind of concerned about is that none of us have any security or technology experience. And that could be a bit of a problem. Like, we all have, like, deduction and education, all of this, but nothing when it comes to, like, breaking computer systems and such. We do have 3 in social, though, so that's nice. Just got to figure out the best way to go about this. So maybe we should go ahead and Auspex and our presence. How much would it be to upgrade our celerity to 4? 120. Interesting. Not the best option, though. 70 and 60. Oh, that sucks. We can get our rhetoric and persuasion up really high right now. But it would cost 130 and we only have 120. Maybe... Do we need Auspex that much? Or presence that much? This is 145. Hold, let's go ahead and cancel all. Let's do rhetoric and persuasion. That gives us 40 to play with here. And I don't think I shouldn't have done that point in psychology. Maybe deduction? We've got enough to raise our deduction, guys. Or raise up a discipline. What do you think we should do? Should we raise our aspects? Or should we raise our presence? I think we should do a discipline for sure. So this will just give us +1 presence power, and this one would aspects would give us the ability to see like the visions and stuff from things. Both are 25. I don't know which would be the absolute best one though. Because both the Malkavians have aspects and the Ventru have dominate. Hell, you say aspects? Yeah. That is definitely... Let's go ahead and go with that. Let's go with the... I think the aspects is probably going to be a lot more useful. Alright. So we're going full in on here. Neonate. Trophy earned. The die is cast. Ooh. Sup? Oh, we are about to get a... Yeah. Arms folded.
I'm guessing you tipped Bazori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. But you're not making it easy for me. I still can't believe you annihilated the Harford Chantry. That agreement was of the utmost importance. We were very close.
But yeah, I'm like...
Ugh, for the last time. It wasn't my fault.
You're the one who freed the prisoner, aren't you?
Yeah, but I couldn't have known that he'd freak out like that. I didn't even know who he was.
And just what did you expect? That he'd thank you and politely be on his way?
Yes?
Ugh, that's enough brooding. That's not why I brought you here. I have a new favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delsin and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delsin?
We need to blind them, from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You're in no position to negotiate, not after the Hartford fiasco. You should be grateful you're getting a second chance to prove your worth.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, Emem. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database.
Oh.
Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
We should have put some dots in computer. Why would you give that kind of task to someone with no technology or security rating? That doesn't seem smart.
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see.
Thanks. I hate it.
Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it.
Yeah, it has a lot of Prince LaCroix vibes to it. Of the, hey, you're gonna go do this obviously dangerous mission, and if you survive, great, I'll take credit for it, and if you die, well, it's okay.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people, so we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
Oh, Lord.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us, let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they?
Oh.
They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pull a Sarah from Labyrinth saying it's not fair.
Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, Emem. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, buddy. Oh. Leave the court and go see the Boston Anarchs. Lovely.
Emem, there you are.
That's not good.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
No worries.
I heard your little adventure with our guests didn't go so well.
News sure travels fast. I fucked up, that's all there is to it.
Oh, I know that face. You're upset. Hazel tore you a new one, didn't she?
Yeah. Can we talk about something else, please?
I was just about to go grab a bite. Join me?
Is that a question or an order?
Let's say it's a strong recommendation. One you can't really refuse.
That's what it sounded like. Please, lead the way.
Very well.
A few trained mortals later.
Is there something in particular you wanted to talk to me about?
Can't I simply offer you a drink without you reading something into it?
No.
All right, fine. Your new mission has been giving me pause to think.
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Emem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
She said too much. Which way should we go with this, guys? I do agree, Virtuo. It does seem like Hilda's trying to get information.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on.
Yeah, like, what is she? She hates the prince. Oh, we can talk to her about the memories we saw in the Chantry. Well, first off,
the reports from Richard and Leisha are truly frightening. I never thought I'd see a day like this.
Predators never see themselves as prey. We're going to have to be extremely cautious if we want to survive.
Do you have any plans?
No, I'm waiting for Hazel's orders. We're dependent on her now more than ever.
Is there a difference between a herald and a sheriff? Sometimes no, it can just be a different title. Sheriff may not be something they want to use in Boston. And keep in mind that if she's using any of the remnants of, what's his name? The king? The guy who kind of held everything together like a medieval court, then herald would actually suit sheriff. Better, maybe. I'm not sure.
I wanted to ask you about something a little weird, if you've got a couple minutes.
I'm all ears. Is something wrong?
Well, it's just... when I went to visit the Tremere, I saw things that were kind of like memories.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It was like I traveled back in time. I got to watch our breakup all over again.
Ah, right. Did you see anything else?
Let's just go through the... Go down the line.
I saw my embrace.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was... weird. We were so happy back then. I was, at least.
So was I.
Yeah. Remember the night we learned about France's surrender in 1940?
Vaguely. Why?
I heard his speech on the radio. We were in Bordeaux.
Wow, you sure have a knack for remembering the happier memories.
I didn't get to decide. They were there. That's all. I saw the night I was attacked. The blood bond. I heard their voices again. Their laughter.
Emem.
I'm fine. I know at least one of them paid for what they did to me.
Yeah.
Quentin King, that was his name.
I saw my trial for destroying pro bono. You warned me about King, but I wouldn't listen. And you paid the price for my mistake.
I know. It's all right, Mem. It's all in the past.
Ooh. Would she want to apologize? Oh no, because of the breakup. No.
I guess so. You're probably right. Let's talk about something else.
Because remember that she was just like, no, just, just don't let it bother you kind of thing, and that led to the big breakup.
That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how traumatizing it must have been. It's never good to go stirring up the past.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thanks for sharing with me.
I gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
Just a sec. I know Hazel told you not to talk about it, but please, at least tell me where you're headed.
No.
I already told you I can't. Quit harping on it.
Oh, you're passing up a precious ally, but fine. See you.
Ooh. She seemed to get really defensive when she found out that we weren't giving her that info. She went right to the bar to sulk. Alright guys, well I think that is going to go ahead and do it tonight. I assume when we're done with Emem, we'll switch over to Leisha, get a debrief from the prince from her, and figure out what she has to do. But everyone's task seems to be really dangerous, and with a lot of potential for things to go wrong. So good times.
A little heavy on the run.
But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below. A link to Swansong if you want to go ahead and give it a play yourself. And have your own kind of weird adventure here in the world of darkness where all kinds of things can go wrong. And also a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local children's hospital via the awesome Extra Life charity. So check out all those things if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.